Why, welcome back, darling. I learned my lesson last time. I'm incapacitating you immediately. That way you can't run away from my loving embrace. This is a pretty strong dose, especially for someone of your size, so I'm pretty sure you're already feeling limp in the arms. Aren't you? Good. Do you like the blend of herbs and pollen? I've been working day and night on this specific blend. You know, ever since you so cruelly hurt me and left me all alone. It's not complete paralysis either. Just enough so that you can't ever leave me. Ever again. It makes it so you can't struggle out of my grasp. It's also mixed with a certain blend of special pheromones, the kind that release chemicals in the brain to simulate the feeling of love. And the best part is, it both smells sweet and is highly addicting. Oh, now isn't that cute? You're trying to speak to me. Oh, I bet you have a lot to say, darling, but as you can probably tell, you can't talk anymore. That special pollen makes it so that it's really hard to move your limbs. They feel all heavy and yet weightless at the same time. Your tongue is just weighing down in your mouth, isn't it? Bet you think you can barely move it at all, huh? Well, let's test your theory. I've been dying to do that ever since I first saw you in that beast's arms. And from your dazed expression, it looks like you enjoyed it as well. You know, all teasing aside, I was really worried about you when you left. This world is just too harsh for humans to live in on their own. At least, without any sort of protection at all. You don't even have a sword or any armor. This world is every creature for themselves out here, and unfortunately, those who can't play the game are sentenced to a life of slavery, at the mercy of whoever just happened to catch them at the time. I know that life a little too well. Having to constantly walk on eggshells to avoid further cruel punishment for nothing. It's no way for any creature to live. Neither is being used for what you can do. I longed for a life of blissful nothingness, and can you even understand me in that state you're in? Now I feel like a fool. Let's not focus on the past. You look like you're floating on air. See? I told you you'd enjoy this, but instead, you thought you'd rather enjoy the harsh world outside and turn your back on my kindness. And where did that leave you? Back in my warm embrace. You look like you're struggling to stand up on your own now. Here, fall into my arms. There you go. Nice and gentle. There. Doesn't this feel nice? Doesn't it feel right to be all snuggled up with me? I thought so. Now, this might be difficult for you, but I'm going to need you to hold your breath for a bit. I'm going to take you somewhere very special. Somewhere where we don't need to worry about the outside world. Somewhere where the only things that exist are you and me. You want to go there, don't you? Well, don't worry. We're heading there right now. But I need you to take a deep breath for me and hold it in on the count of 3, okay? 1, 2, 3. Wakey, wakey, darling. I know this underwater cave is dark, but that's no excuse for you to sleep in this late. I showed you how to activate the algae. Here, I brought fresh fruit for your breakfast. Oh, don't move too fast. I wouldn't want you to choke yourself on that vine wrapped around your throat. It's pretty, isn't it? There's even a flower put right in the middle, almost like a name tag. It's pretty, isn't it? That flower is a special new breed. I made it with you in mind. A bright pink flower with large, soft petals that stroke under your chin, with a cute yellow center that stands out from the rest. It's almost like a mixture between a hibiscus and a rose. I like to call it Darling's Endless Love. What do you think? What's that look for? You look like you have something on your mind. It's almost as if you're not paying attention to me. I'm only teasing. Now, do you want something, my sweetest? You know all you have to do is ask. I'd give you the whole world. Anything for my sweet darling. Oh, no, no, no. I'm not mocking you. I just didn't think you were serious. I mean, you've only been alone with me for a couple days, and you're already begging for another puff of my sweet pollen. I didn't know you'd actually enjoy being so mindless for me. Well, it wouldn't be very nice for me to refuse my darling. Here you go, darling. Oh, I don't think I'll ever get sick of that dazed look in your eyes. I am so happy you came back to me, darling. Now we can live together forever in the endless bliss of each other's company. You made the best choice.